Please proceed to the athlete waiting room for the next session. All athletes competing for the final round. Please proceed to the athlete waiting room for the next session.
As the testing round for result for me today and next individuals, we will take the lead. With the spirit of unused forging new ways, we will keep moving forward. The path journey flows will become the path of self-relief.
Well, hello and a very warm welcome to you for the final day, for the final time, for the final sessions. And it's befitting, it's the women's under 49 kilogram final. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗮 against 𝗪cie𝗿𝗍𝗱. Mongolia takes on Uzbekistan in the first of what promises to be an engrossing evening of finals. Well, evening where we are. And a warm welcome wherever you are. I'm not very good at mathematics, but we have 2, 4, 6, 8 finals. So who can prove that they are 8 and make sure that they do great in this one? The Diamond Games ready to go. Our centre referees are as well. So of course the World Taekwondo Diamond Game about promoting expansive, creative techniques. I've seen plenty of that over the last few days. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗮 emerges from the darkness into the light. Looks stern-faced and ready, does the World Military quarter-finalists, and likewise at Olympic quarter-finals or the qualifiers as well, so knows her way around. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗍𝗱 shining like a diamond in the light here, showing her love for the fans. I love it. Pre-match stuff for the two-time bronze medalist at the Fujairah Open. Also took gold most recently last year in Fujairah, and a quarter-finalist at the Junior Worlds in Chuncheon, which is not actually that close to here. You'd think it was quite close, but it's about 4 or 5 hours from here. Muju a little bit further away, 3 hours from Incheon. Worth the visit though, and worth the long drive for these fighters. And there's no doubting the drive and determination of either as they go for it in this one. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗮 against 𝗪cie𝗿𝗍𝗱. And of course it's about getting the energy bar, or the power bar, or the health bar, whatever, which bar you want to frequent. But who can get the kicks in this one? So first to do will do in Muju for the rounds to win the final here. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗮 or 𝗪cie𝗿𝗍𝗱. And 𝗪cie𝗿𝗍𝗱 concedes the first push kick there, so the power bar goes down the weight from 150. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗮 doing well with that front leg. Lovely one up to the face there. She looked really composed when she came out there, just the more experienced of the two. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗍𝗱 walks in and walks into another one, and of course it's the experienced senior in blue and the more energetic youngster who's coming out of the juniors. So, 𝗪cie𝗿𝗍𝗮. See the Uzbek coach in the background saying, commit to it, let your back leg go. Coach is working hard. Into the last 40 seconds we go. Untouched health bar for 𝗪cie𝗿𝗮𝗮. She almost touches the head there. Better from the Uzbek. Good back leg tourniquet, that was what the coach was imploring her to try and do. Might not work out in the first round. As we went to the last 10 seconds, that resolute push kick from 𝗪cie𝗿𝗮𝗮, keeping herself safe. And safely goes the Mongolian with the first round in the pocket, halfway to gold at the Diamond Games. As the coaches do their thing in this one. Work to be done. Especially for the red corner for Uzbekistan. Couldn't get that left leg going at all. The reason for that, the front leg to the face.  look at the strength here. Perfect technique. clash and score. So we're looking for more of the same, as were the fans in the stands. Snacks ready, pretending that they can't see themselves in the camera, which they can. The cameras are tuned to the two top fighters as they take to the ring here in Muju Taekwondowon for round number 2 here in Muju. Let's see what they can do. 𝗪𝗲𝗍𝗱 likes a fake, likes a head movement just to draw out a response. That's the fighter in blue. 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗻 refusing to let the back leg go. The reason for that, well, we saw in the first round. She has the longer legs. But that drag down shot there, much better. 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗻 concedes the first one. And that will help 𝗪cie𝗍𝗻. She wants to draw in the shorter fighter, bring her into her distance. Neither using the wall just yet, but 𝗪cie𝗍𝗻 creeping towards it. Of course, if you jump off that and kick, you're going to get extra points. Same with a punch. Into the last 45 of the second round. 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗻 took the first. Marginal here in the second. 𝗪cie𝗍𝗻 refusing to yield. Good back leg to the body. That makes it a 20-point differential in terms of the health bar. 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗻, it's not all over for her. Good head kick attempt there. 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗻 took the first round, struggling here in the second. Goes with the reverse turning kick. It's been a reversal of fortunes for Uzbekistan's 𝗪cie𝗍𝗻. She closes out the last few seconds. Oh, there's the chop kick up to the face though. Oh, so close. Would have liked to have had that earlier for 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗻. She batters one into 𝗪cie𝗍𝗻, but it is far from over. 1 round each here in an engrossing final match. And a little, is that a bit of blood there on the nose? It seems to be okay. It was a hook kick up to the face right at the end there. As 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗻 battered one in. And that was the hook kick. Flicked up to the face. As the youngsters hide from the cameras. I would do the same. They've got the mascots ready. And both fighters are ready for the final round. Who's going to take the gold? And the 2 million won prize that 𝗪𝗍𝗻 on. About $1,500 more or less. A couple of minutes will decide it. 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗻 holding the centre, took the first round. Medina 𝗪cie𝗍𝗻 took the second, and we're finally poised here. Neither committing that front leg fencing style, not in a pejorative way. You've got to stay safe behind the jab before you commit, but the head position of 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗻 a little bit better. She's head down, wanting to come forward. Good shoot, 𝗪cie𝗍𝗻. The longer leg in the deeper stance. Open stance, but not open scoring. Neither committing here. Well, I wonder at what point the referee might consider the passivity as a possibility. That would, of course, give the window for double points. A little hoop from 𝗪𝗱𝗱 to try and draw out the response. The fake to intimidate. Into the last 20 seconds, are they going to leave it to chance? Who's going to get the big score on the board? This one would win the gold. If not, it will go to 𝗪cie 𝗪𝗱𝗮, the superiority decision. Maybe a punch would be advisable. Into the last 5 seconds, neither over-committing, cancelling each other out. The clock ticks down. Which way is it going to go? The referee's signal will tell us. Blue or red for gold. And it is a fantastic win there. Conservative performance, controlled. But in the end, Madina Chonyuzanova adds another gold. She took the gold at the 𝗪cie Open. She's taken the gold here at the World Taekwondo 1 at the Diamond Game. Good work from her at the T1 arena. It's A1 at the T1. So we move now to the men's under 58 kilogram final. An all Uzbekistan clash. 𝗪cie against Otojanov. Well, here he comes, Jahongir 𝗪cie, out of the darkness and into the light. He's lit it up the last couple of events this year, winning the 𝗪cie Open and the President's Cup and the Asian Club Championships. So he's in very good form this season. 𝗪cie, could it be his day? If I could say his name, I'd do even better. 𝗪cie. Can he do this one? So facing off now, Omojan Otojanov. World bronze medalist in Baku, silver at the Universiade in 2023. It's now known as the World University Games, coming up in Düsseldorf next week. So if you're competing in that, best of luck to you. I'll see you out there. And if you're watching on as a fan, wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying it. I certainly am. A slight height difference, as you can see, as they both go and see coaches that they know all too well. And I think there's been a concession there. So the winner is blue. So that'll do here in Muju. The winner is blue for 𝗪cie. Managed to get his name right there, and he gets it right on the night. Obviously his teammate Omojan Otojanov saying that's plenty, that'll do us, as they take the gold and the concession. One less fight here on the night in World Taekwondo Diamond Game. So gold and silver for Uzbekistan, and we move our attentions to the women's under 57 kilograms. And that is coming up next between Singapore and, you've guessed it, Uzbekistan. They are doing extremely well. In fact, I'm trying to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 finals. And Uzbekistan in all of the finals. Top stuff from them. And they have 10 athletes across them, one of which, as you can see, Shabona Abdullaeva. She goes against Singapore's 𝗪cie Tan.
대회가 57kg 이하 제29경기 Women's Individual Final 50 under 57 kg match 29.
So match number in the books. Let's run the rule over the finalists here. Striding in at high speed here, 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄, all business. 2019 President Cup silver medalist, took a gold in the same year at the Australian Open. Quarter-finalist in the Asian Games. Very experienced competitor. And out of the darkness into the light, 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄. 3 bronze medals this year. In Fujairah, the Asian Club Championships and the Austrian Open. And a quarter-finalists last year at the Junior World Championships in Chuncheon. Mouthpiece in place. I'm sure game plan is as well. We'll see a kind of clash of styles. The longer legs and the lead leg style of 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄, and the shorter fighter, as you can see, 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄, but not short of courage. She's very good with the footwork and controlling of distance. Good show of respect between the two. And just about heard there the Uzbek coach saying distanza, which I'm guessing is distance. So establishing the distance for a taller fighter against a shorter fighter, difficult. As we can see, 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄 has good footwork. And she's going to have to be patient, the Singaporean. Part of a smaller team. I saw the Uzbek team all training together, preparing for the final, going through the game plans. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄 was working away on her own, the lone warrior. Good control of distance from Tan. Up on her toes. And of course, as you'll know as fighters, or Taekwondo people, footwork, one of the toughest things, if not the toughest. So Tan working hard. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄, stock steady, using those longer legs just to control the outer reaches of the diamond ring. There's a good punch, timed nicely from 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄. Hand control, the call from the coach, which is to block, but couldn't block the advances there. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄 looking for the head kick. The shoulder shimmy, Tan, she's confident. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗄𝗄 not having it all her own way. Getting close to the head there was 𝗪cie𝗿𝗄𝗄. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄 being patient, not reaching in with that back leg, which she likes to do. Battle for distance first, gets in a bit closer this time. Here comes the punch, looking for the shot kick in the inside. Referee separates them. 10 seconds separating Uzbekistan from taking the first round. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗄𝗄 working to stay out the way. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄, does she force a score? No, is the answer. And there goes the clock. Just by the merest of margins, 𝗪cie𝗿𝗄𝗄 takes the first round, halfway to victory. But 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗄 will have gathered the information of the distance. Can she commit a little bit more? But look at the eyes of the fighter 𝗪cie𝗿𝗄𝗄. She's focused. Eyes on the prize, which of course is Begmanon, 2 million won, $1,500 more or less. And that shows you just by millimetres Tan can't get the distance because of the longer legs of 𝗪cie𝗿𝗄𝗄. As the fans in the stands enjoying an afternoon out of the rain. It's just started pouring with rain here in Muju. Who's going to be the reigning champion in this one? See what I did there? 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 tries with the front leg hook kick to the body, gets it. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱, good courage but good shot to the body again. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 finding a home for the longer legs. Good push kick to the body there. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 gets her first score on the board, but 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 responding. This is the distance now for Tan. Can't get it going. So much work to just get in there. Shabona 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 stock steady in the centre. Good concentration from the fighter in red, but not having to work in terms of movement. Just pivoting on that front leg. Good push there from the Uzbek. The timing of the essence of which, halfway through, there's the head kick. That one could push her towards gold. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 has shown adaptation and creativity. Can she get something special on the board here? 45 seconds to do it. For the first time trying with the back leg, but stuffed there by Shabona 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱. Yeah, and that's going to make the difference. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 calm and composed. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 tries, she might. Can't get it going here. That's going to be the one that does it. 140 against 70. No doubting the fighting spirit of the fighter 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 from Singapore, but it's going to be silver for Singapore and yet more gold for Uzbekistan. Up on the wall, Tan goes, and up on the podium she will go into second place. Super stuff, excellent effort from 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱, but Shabona 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 very comfortable, even better in the second round, and she finishes in first place here. Congratulations to her. Shabona 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱, World Taekwondo Diamond Game champion here at the Taekwondo 1. Very professional, very calm, and very well done.
For all athletes receiving prize, please proceed to the waiting zone area to prepare our session. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, it's been gripping stuff here in the Diamond Game. We move our attention now to the men's under 68 kilograms. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 against 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱. As France take on Uzbekistan.
남자 68kg 이하 제30경기 Men's individual final under 68kg match 30. 프랑스 로렌조 카파노
Well, Lorenzo Capano, the world military champion in Korea in 2024, silver in the Balkan Cup this year, 7 big medals at major opens. Can he find a major opening here to win the Diamond Game? And Zohin, his coach, will be hoping so. 𝗪𝗱𝗱𝗱 merging into the spotlight and into the centre of attention. Gold at the Vagina Open this year. In fact, last year. Asian Championship bronze medalist as well. So both decorated, both experienced, and both very much used now to the diamond ring. If you're not the sloping wall of 45 degrees, you're allowed to run up that. You're allowed to jump off it and punch. You're allowed to jump off it and kick. You're also allowed, if your opponent falls onto the wall, you can keep kicking as long as they're lying on the wall, not lying prone on the mat. And if that doesn't make complete sense, it soon will, as the protector testing is complete. Electronic sensors on the socks, body and head. Punch to the body for 5 off the health bar of your opponent. Kick to the body for 10, kick to the head for 15. And if you spin, you get extra points. 𝗪𝗲𝗱𝗱, good covering from him. 𝗪renzo𝗀𝗀, it's almost like a mirror image of the two. 𝗪𝗲𝗱 marginally taller, I think, just from eyeballing it. But we know the speed off the front leg of the Frenchman. 𝗪𝗲𝗱 happy to wait. Tries with the twisting kick underneath, gets it. Good shot. That was that 10-point kick to the body, as the health bar goes from 150 to 140. Just over a minute. Ali Lorenzo, the call from the French team in the crowd, as he does indeed engage them with that one. The standing count to 𝗪𝗀𝗀, who took his eyes off it. Takes one right in the face. And back in the race is Lorenzo. Two seconds to call from the French coach. That's a big clap to the body. Big kia for the man from Uzbekistan, who stands at 135 on the health bar. 130 for the Frenchman. Punch required. There's another big back leg boot to the body. Finding a home. That's really good. 𝗪Rașo, the call from the coach in the corner from Uzbekistan. There's the passivity going against up off the wall. 𝗪𝗀𝗀 tries with the jumping chop kick. Flying like an eagle at the end there, the man from Uzbekistan. Certainly getting his claws into the efforts of 𝗪renzo𝗀𝗀. It wasn't a flying start, but it was certainly a fast finish from both men. Good performance and a good first round. 𝗪renzo𝗀𝗀 red reads the play and finds a way. That was the big head kick there earlier from 𝗀𝗀. But these blasting back legs made the difference. Good to see the back legs making the difference. So here we go, round number 2. Can 𝗪renzo𝗀𝗀 from France force it into a third and deciding round? Or 𝗪renzo𝗀𝗀, can he keep it going? Well, we saw once he got going, he had plenty of power in those long legs. Voilà, c'est ça. That's a good shot from 𝗀𝗀. That's another threat. 𝗪renzo𝗀𝗀 mentioned winning that World Military Championships here in Korea. Can he get more success in Muju the way he did in Myeong? 𝗪𝗲𝗍𝗱 taking centre stage, taking another twist kick. That was how he started the previous round, which he won, hence the little green light under the 150 for Uzbekistan. And oftentimes at non-kicking leg, you see the strength as he hides up for the head. The leg that's not kicking is always not locked straight, but certainly power on it. Look for the distance to call from the French coach. This one is going the distance. Last 20 seconds. Nothing to separate them. 𝗪ន់𝗫𝗱𝗃 has to go and go now. 𝗪𝗲𝗪𝗍𝗱 is happy to come forward. Good back leg from the man from Uzbekistan. That could be the gold for him. That's going to be too difficult now for 𝗪ន់𝗫𝗱𝗃. Needs the spinning kick. But 𝗪𝗲𝗪𝗍𝗱, professional, jumps up, kills the clock, stops the ambitions of the long legs of Lorenzo. He goes to great lengths. 𝗪𝗲𝗪𝗍𝗱 shows his strength and indeed shows his respect there to the Frenchman. Excellent stuff from the man from Uzbekistan. And that's lovely to see, the mutual respect, arm in arm, brothers in arms. And due respect to him, really good performance. Following up that gold in 𝗪𝗪𝗪, an Asian bronze medalist. Gold medalist here in Muju at the World Taekwondo Diamond Game. On form. Very professional and clean. The women's under 67 kilogram final now. Uzbekistan against Kazakhstan. 𝗧𝗲𝗪𝗍𝗱 against 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱. 𝗧𝗲𝗪𝗍𝗱, well, a decorated junior, world junior silver medalist, world military bronze medalist. Paris Olympic Games was so close, and an excellent fight against 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗍𝗱, Belgium's world champion and now Olympic bronze medalist. She's got 3 golds this year as well. 𝗧𝗲𝗪𝗍𝗱, so she's on form. She's going to need that form now. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗃, previously into the last 8 for the World Cadets, quarter-finalist at the Asian Championships, also in cadets, so just up and into the senior ranks. What can she produce in this one? So Uzbekistan against Kazakhstan. And the best of the stands, who's going to be left standing as the champ in this one. Gold is the objective. 𝗧𝗲𝗪𝗍𝗱 in blue, the greater experience. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗃 of matched desire, of that there's no doubt. Can she get a good start, establish herself here? Good faking from 𝗪cie𝗿𝗃. 𝗧𝗲𝗪𝗍𝗱 was a key member of the team that went on to take the title. And you can see how easily she flicks that kick up to the face. Well, the production line of talent from Uzbekistan evident here, as is that push kick to the body. 10 athletes in 8 finals. You can do the maths. 𝗧𝗲𝗪𝗍𝗱 holding the centre. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗃 trying to draw her onto the wall. Good idea from the youngster. And there's the power. There's a front leg to the face. Doesn't score, not with enough registration, to the delight, I'm sure, of 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋𝗄. 𝗧브르ζanova, much tougher for her. Up on the wall she goes. If you jump and kick from there, you're going to get extra points. But all the points coming from the power of 𝗧브르ζanova. Nice little push kicks as she pushes towards the gold. A little kick and stick. Muju 𝗧브르ζanova going through the repertoire. Yeah, really showing her quality now. Last 15 seconds. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋𝗄 trying with the jump up double, but not quite the accuracy, and understandably not the experience either. Walks into a front leg to the face. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋 has asked the questions, 𝗧브르ζanova has answered them. She pockets the first round justifiably, not comfortably. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋 did her best too, but 𝗧브르ζanova has all the experience. And when you fought in the beautiful venues such as the Grand Palais in Paris, you're not overawed by the lights, the cameras, the situation. Looking very at home, 𝗧브르ζanova, as she found a home for that kick to the face. Change stance, hop up, hold your leg and flick it to the face. The youngster making sure that, I was going to say it's a Sunday, he's fine, he's not escaped from school, so just wants to escape the attention of the cameras. But who's going to find the picture perfect finish? 𝗧브르ζanova has been good value so far. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋𝗄, maybe a rising star as a youngster. So the health bar for Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan closed for business at the moment, but the door open now. 𝗧브르ζanova forcing 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋𝗄 back onto the wall. Good from the youngster. Making sure that she stays resolute and concentrated still in this. Decent punch there from 𝗧브르ζanova. Just over a minute. Oh, up onto the wall, almost a little slip there. You've got to concentrate. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋𝗄 is doing just that. Hanging tough here at the moment. Can't stall on the wall. Well, as the clock ticks down on the aspirations, the first round was comprehensive. Well, it's better. 𝗧브르ζanova 15 seconds from gold as she goes for another head kick. She could go through the gears here, but just taking it steady. Nice little hook kick to the body, professional to the end. Decent power punch attempt there from 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋𝗄. And 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋 asked the questions but answered resolutely. 𝗧브르ζanova is the champion here at the World Taekwondo Diamond Games. All business. It shall be all smiles at the end now. Happy days. 𝗧브르ζanova, the champion here in Muju. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋𝗄 got close on a couple of occasions, better in the second round. She takes a well and hard fought silver medal. better for this experience. 𝗧𝗲𝗸𝗍𝗔, it's all over, and she's the champion. 𝗧𝗲𝗸𝗱𝗱 against 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱.
남자 80kg 이하 제32경기 Men's individual final under 80 kg match 32 우즈베키스탄 오조백 마마바리에 우즈베키스탄 오조백 마마바리에
Well, here he comes, Ozodbek Mammadaliyev stretching out. Can he go one step further and take his first ever major gold medal at a World Taekwondo event? A couple of good medals at the major open competitions. As is this man here, 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱, bronze medalist at the Austrian Open back in 2019. Can he end that search for a medal here? Well, he will, of course. Silver minimum, gold possible. A diamond essential here. And who will cut the strongest figure in this one? As they enter the diamond ring. Test complete. Open stance, and who can open the scoring on the health bars, which stand at 150 each. 5 points for a punch, 10 for a kick to the body, 15 to the head, and you can double that up for the head and body if you spin with those kicks. There's also the 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋𝗱 innovation, which is if you're passive, there's a 10-second window where you can double your score, which might also be a good thing in the Olympics and the Paralympics. Just a thought. Good block there, almost gave away a very dangerous kick. Back kick lands nicely, the double point scorer steps through. Mammadaliyev standing at 140 in terms of the health bar. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 down at 115. We keep towards a minute. Mammadaliyev trying with the back leg. And the back kick from the man from Kazakhstan. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗍 stands still, drops the punch, but not enough as we creep into the last 30 seconds of this first round. Who's got the head kicks? Who can make the difference? Back leg to the body. Attempted there from 𝗪cie𝗿𝗍. Mammadaliyev with a left leg in the inside. There was the head kick that would have been useful from a man from Kazakhstan. Back leg blasting in there. 120 please, 115 is their time. Last 5 seconds. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗍𝗱 firing forward, showing the will, but the skill just there to evade ozodbek Mammadaliyev. As the man from Uzbekistan takes the first round. You can see him breathing heavily. Pushed on the foot on the gas at the end there. Went for it. Very little to separate them. was a really nice back kick, right under the guard. Heel digging into the ribs. The fans in the stand watching on, trying to give Kazakhstan some support. 𝗪tože𝗲𝗱𝗱 from Uzbekistan against 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 from Kazakhstan. Good step up double attempt there. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 putting a bit more pressure on. Good punch. No love from the judges. It probably got caught up in the shoulder a little bit there, now that I think about it. Neither fighter wanting to use their back leg just yet. There it is just now, almost clipping the protector. I think it might have come loose there. Good left leg on the inside, that was the shot. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱. And again, big clapping, thunderous shot there from the man from Uzbekistan. Yeah, I noticed his shin guard had come loose a second ago, but didn't stop him from landing two big power shots. And you guys all know that's about the timing as well as the power. As he sees 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 coming, pushes him back. Hand against the wall. Almost as if he's taking a rest there. Strolling around Muju. Last 30 seconds better from 𝗪𝗱𝗱𝗱 with a back leg of his own. Oh, good front leg up there. I thought that had connected to the face, but maybe not. Last 20 seconds. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 with the back kick. Well, he's going to back up his efforts in the first round. Can he take a gold at the first time of asking? 𝗪𝗱𝗱𝗱 trying to finish with a big shot, but it's that left leg. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 into the last 5 seconds, and he'll be up onto the podium as the champion here. He's out of the ring, but they're out of time here as well. Goes with a reverse turning kick to finish. Excellent performance. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 takes the gold medal, wins the Diamond Games. And the strong left leg left in no doubt who was the best man. Nice show of respect between the two. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 with the silver, but 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 is the champion. Congratulations to him. All smiles and all styles. Deserved winner there. In the welterweight championship, landing the big punches. Well, that was the one I thought had scored. They obviously punched each other's hands, but they'll be getting their hands on hard-earned medals now. Of course, a couple of really good finals for you to enjoy before then. All smiles and all style, the champion. And on our way now, we have another champion to look forward to. World champion 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗱𝗱. She goes against Ida Permatasari of Indonesia. So here she comes, with the big reputation and all the skills to pay the bills. Svetlana Osipova, world champion, world military champion as well. And that Olympic silver medal in Paris was very close when I look back on it. I'll tell her on just by the merest of margins. Forced it in a video replay. No video replays here in the diamond game. But striding out, looking confident. Indonesia's 𝗪𝗪𝗪. Can 𝗪𝗪𝗪 endure the quality that will come at her? Now we know the style of Svetlana Osipova. We also know the movement pattern of 𝗪𝗪𝗪. She's going to have to move well here because the front leg extremely dangerous from Osipova. She's also a very measured fighter, so let's see if she takes her time or goes straight for the jugular. Body and head the target in Taekwondo. Sensor socks on, head guards also got the sensors to match up with the ones on the body. 𝗪𝗪𝗪 is going to have to defend well early. Svetlana Osipova showing her confidence. This is a good back leg from 𝗪𝗪𝗪. There's the front leg hook, and I'm sure 𝗪𝗪𝗪 will be more than aware of the threat as Osipova lands the power punch. Yeah, decent from the Indonesian. Obviously they've covered the possible strength of Osipova, and that's the difficulty when you compete at the Olympics and you show your best stuff. 𝗪𝗪𝗪 has taken the passivity warning. Good punch on the inside, that'll double up. I wonder if that passivity window could be longer, just an opinion. Perhaps the health bar power threshold maybe a bit lower. Rare to see someone get it to 0. Osipova still happy to be at 150. 𝗪𝗪𝗪 keeping it close and respectable here. Hasn't let too many kicks go. There's a big punch again. A good adaptation from Osipova. The defensive work from the Indonesian is good. There's a good push kick, and that will cap off a fine first round for Uzbekistan. I think if there is a team standings, we'll be standing at the top of it. There's a headshot, perfect. Flies up the stairs and opens the door to a possible first round victory. In fact, a definite first round victory. 𝗪𝗪𝗪 has covered well, moved well, hasn't really been able to get anything going on the offensive. The reason for that is the power there of Osipova as it knocks her over. The clock ticks down, and it will be the Uzbek that takes the first round. Svetlana Osipova, nice show of respect between the two. Obviously you can be the favourite on paper, but form doesn't count when you come onto the mat. But you can see the quality, there is a gap there. 𝗪𝗪𝗪 doing well to keep things close. Can she maybe get a couple of scores on the board, give Osipova something to think about? Always good when your family points at you as if you've done something to be laughed at for. That's certainly my experience, and I usually have. But it's all smiles so far in the Uzbek corner for Osipova. 𝗪𝗪𝗪 can be proud of the work done. Can she get some scores on the board? But the danger with that, as you'll know, as soon as you open up, waiting there, is that extending front leg, claps her in the head. And to be fair to Osipova, she's kept it quite contained. That drag down shot to the head. And there you go, you see the power and the quality. Wanted to find out in the first round what was in front of her. 𝗪𝗪𝗪 takes another head kick, that's 3 back-to-back. Well, I mentioned that the health bar rarely gets to 0. If 𝗪cie𝗿𝗹𝗱 wanted to, I get the feeling that she could manage it. There's another head shot. Finds it resolutely. 150 plays 75. Which is exactly half as we reach the halfway stage. So there's a perfect health bar for 𝗪cie𝗿𝗹𝗱. Could this be a perfect game? Can she get it to be 150 against 0? 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗮 was permitted to work hard in the first round and keep it close. Last 30 seconds. It's all about 𝗪cie𝗿𝗹𝗮's ambitions. She tries a step through back kick, trying to add some new skills to her obvious repertoire. And it's going to be an obvious victory as well. Well, I thought it might have been a bit of a shutout here as the punch lands. Yeah, 150 plays 50. With 5 seconds to go, Inda Permatasari is going to take the silver medal here at the World Taekwondo Diamond Games. Lovely show of respect. Svetlana 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋𝗮 continues her fine form. Adds a gold here in Muju. Absolutely imperious, accurate, and a perfect performance from 𝗪cie𝗿𝗹𝗮. And of course that level of athlete use it as an adaptation and learning exercise as well. Good bit of media training from the coach as well there. But obviously the coaching has worked and the power there evident for Svetlana 𝗪cie𝗿𝗋𝗮. Very professional and very well deserved. So here we go, the final match on the final day, and it's the men's heavyweights, and it's an all Uzbek clash. 𝗧𝗲𝗪𝗍 against 𝗪tože😓𝗋ov. So the heavyweight final, as we've seen before with Uzbekistan. I wonder if they will fight it out, or will there be a concession? Well, here it comes, 𝗪ģerbek-𝗪𝗍𝗪ov, Asian Championship gold medalist 2023, when he also won the Austrian Open, where he beat a certain, well, you've guessed it, Azizbek Abdukharov, his opponent here in this one. The last time they fought was in the Austrian Open. Well, Azizbek Abdukharov coming in here with that silver medal in Austria. He's been guided in the right direction by his coach here. I think they're going to contest this one, getting the mouth guards ready. So this might be a development opportunity. We've seen a kind of tacit agreement before, as they both much of a muchness in terms of physique. Abdukharov against 𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍. This all Uzbek clash. This is the final in the heavyweights. And we'd seen before that there was a kind of agreement to just kick to the body. This one looks like they're using it as a kind of almost national selection type event, so they're actually going for it, which is good. Good back leg turning kick following up there. 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗪𝗪 on the right as you look at it in red. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗹𝗱 with the left leg in the inside. And I think we've seen there is perhaps an agreement just to work to the body exclusively. Good power again from 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱. In fact, I was wrong. They're actually going to go for the head as well. That full effort now from both. Step through back kick. Leaves a space though. Doderbek 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 with the marginal lead halfway through this first round. That's a big 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗪𝗱𝗱 needs to get a move on here. As 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱𝗱 heads back to his coaching corner just for a wardrobe adjustment. Yeah, I think that the Dobok top had come over the top of the black belt. We'll say that anyway. The coach has got to be a fashion stylist as well. So wardrobe adjustments complete. Can there be an adjustment from 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗪𝗱𝗱? There's a passivity possibility. Can he get the double point score? The taller and younger of the two in red. And I was watching them warm up. They usually would help each other, but obviously they're going for the final, so there was no kind of step sparring to get ready as we step towards the last 10 seconds. Taking it seriously, going with the reverse turning kick there. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱. Good punch at the end there. And the first round, one and done. Of course, it goes to Uzbekistan. But 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 will have to change things up a little bit here. As is big 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗪𝗱𝗱. Gave him a run. Good little punch at the end. Halfway to gold though. Family day out here on the Taekwondo one. And keeping it in the Uzbek family here. Of the 8 finals, they had 10 athletes. These are the last 2 in the men's heavyweights. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 against 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗪𝗱𝗱. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱𝗱 with the left leg in the inside. Eating away at the power bar. 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗪𝗱𝗱. Yeah, this is much more like it now. These chop kicks dragging down onto the body, cutting away at the health bar. The step out double thought about there from 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗪𝗱𝗱. Who changes stance, tries to fire forward with a long pushing kick. Not much to separate them. 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱 marginally the more powerful, evidenced by that punch. And of course this the heavyweight men, so they're shipping plenty power. Good back leg turning kick, nicely done there from 𝗪cie𝗿𝗱𝗱. Into the last minute now. Only 10 points separating them on the health bar. Good push kick to the body. And you get the feeling that might make the difference now. Not much time for 𝗪𝗪𝗱𝗱 to do something special here. Needs to go for a head kick, needs to go for it pretty soon. 𝗪𝗪𝗱𝗱 jumping up with a front leg to the body as well. Nice shot from him. Into the last 30 seconds. Well, there's a little push to the body. Good punch just when it was needed. Not much time left. 𝗪𝗪𝗱𝗱 jumping up with a back kick. That's going to do it. The bonus points, the little ring of the bell. And the bells will be ringing out for 𝗪𝗪𝗱𝗱. He's going to close this one out. Wins the first round at a canter. Wins the second as well. Good competition, good effort from both men. But in the heavyweight division, in the all-Uzbek clash, an excellent performance. Yoderbek 𝗪𝗪𝗱𝗱, the main man. And indeed the champion here at the World Taekwondo Diamond Games at the Muju Taekwondowon. And that completes all of the Taekwondo action. Of course, we'll get to see the medal ceremony. Stick with us for that. If you can't, it's been great fun to share these games with you. Wish you the best in all things that you're doing. And of course, we'll be back here in Muju for the World Taekwondo Grand Prix Challenge. But before that, the World University Games await in Düsseldorf. And we look forward to bringing you that action as well. We'll also bring you all the medals in the victory ceremony. Stay with us for that. But for the moment, we will see you soon.
1위에게는 상금 100만 원이 지급됩니다. The first place winner will receive a prize of 1 million won. now begin the award ceremony for the women's individual final under 67kg category. 시상은 세계 태권도연맹 안드레 키빌 경기 감독관님께서 해주시겠습니다. We are honored to have Mr. Andre Kibil, Competition Director of World Taekwondo present the award. 3위 우즈베키스탄 𝗪𝗍 하이토가 3위 프랑스 클로이 그리페트 2위 카자흐스탄 마야몰라 아스카르 1위 우즈베키스탄 모조다 소베르도모가 1위에게는 상금 100만 원이 지급됩니다. The first place winner will receive a prize of 1 million won. 다음은 메이저 남자 80kg 이하 시상식을 시작하겠습니다. Next, we begin with the award ceremony for the men's individual final under 80kg category. 3위 몽골 다양반 차타차지 3위 프랑스 오즈리 아르노르베 살라노 2위 카자흐스탄 𝗪𝗪cie 𝗪𝗪𝗍 1위 우즈베키스탄 오저베 마마바이에 1위에게는 상금 100만 원이 지급됩니다. The first place winner will receive a prize of 1 million won. 메이저 남자 80kg 이상 시상식을 시작하겠습니다. Last week, will now proceed with the award ceremony for the next individual over 80 kg category. 𝗪cie